In today's video, I am going to teach you how to perform t-tests in Microsoft Excel. Today, we are going to calculate a p-value using Excel's built-in t-test function. This is a common step when you want to compare two groups and see whether the difference between them is likely due to chance. Before you start typing any formulas, make sure your data is already organized in two columns. You will need one column for the first set of values and a second column for the second set of values. In this example, your first group of numbers is in cells A2 through A5, and the second group of numbers is in cells B2 through B5. The goal is to place the result, specifically the p-value, into a new cell. Now you are ready to create the calculation result. Click cell C2, because that is where Excel will output the statistical result. Take a moment to look at your spreadsheet and confirm that C2 is empty, or at least that you are comfortable replacing whatever might currently be there. Clicking the correct cell matters because the formula you type will be stored and displayed exactly in that location. Once you have cell C2 selected, pay attention to the formula box at the top of Excel. You are about to enter a function that tells Excel to perform the t-test. Type the following exactly as it appears. T-test 2, a 5, B2, B5, 2, 2. As you type, notice that the function name starts with ttest fist, with the dot included, and then it opens a set of parentheses. Everything inside those parentheses is important because it specifies which data to compare and how to run the t-test. Let us look at what the parts of the formula mean so you understand what you are entering, even though we are not changing anything. The first argument, A2, A5, tells Excel to use the range of cells in column A for the first group. The next argument, B2, B5, tells Excel to use the range of cells in column B for the second group. Excel needs both ranges in order to compare the means of the two groups. After the two ranges, the next number is 2. This value specifies the tails of the test. When you use 2, Excel performs a two-tailed t-test, which checks for differences in either direction. The final number is also 2, which specifies the type of t-test. With the value 2, Excel treats the test as a two-sample, equal variance t-test, using the typical assumption for this setting. Again, you are not making any changes here because the instructions already provide the correct parameters for this particular setup. Now that the formula is typed, you will finish the calculation. Press Enter on your keyboard to view the resulting p-value. After you press Enter, Excel computes the t-test based on the ranges and settings you provided, and it places the p-value directly into cell C2. You should see a number appear, often a value between 0 and 1. That number is the p-value, which tells you the probability of observing results as extreme as what you have, assuming the null hypothesis is true. To make sure the process worked correctly, briefly check that the value appears in C2 and that it updates correctly if you change the data in A2 through A5 or B2 through B5. The formula remains the same, but the output can change because Excel is recalculating the t-test based on the values currently in those ranges. And that is all there is to it. That covers everything you need to know to perform a t-test in Microsoft Excel using the t-test function and to retrieve the resulting p-value.